Thanks for that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that I spent more time editing this speech than I have a single college paper. As my 5-year undergraduate college career comes to an end, I reminisce and remember the summer before the start of my time here at the University of Findlay. I was so excited to go away from home and be independent that I had a literal mountain of stuff for college stacked in the corner of my bedroom. And don't worry, that mountain kept growing until the day I packed up my truck to leave. I wanted so badly for August to get here that I couldn't stand it. I literally Googled anything to do with Findlay that I wanted to adventure and explore before I even got here. I looked over my class list, financial aid paperwork, the dorm room, meal plan, the works. I had just gone nutty over it all. I was so excited for the college, classes, people, and experiences, I couldn't stand it. The day finally came. I had a 2.5-hour drive ahead of me that morning, so I knew that I would be awake and going out the door the same time as my dad that morning, and I thought it was perfect. I went outside, started his semi in my truck, and I thought, or maybe it was a high expectation, that I would get a hug, a kiss, and I love you goodbye before he went to work and I went to start college. Instead, I received a hug and was told, "This is it, you're on your own now." I was so disheartened, torn up, and beside myself that I cried until I reached Urbana, Ohio, which was about now. Then later, when I had made it to campus and had endured the long, excruciating wait for a dorm room key, I started unloading. And yes, it was now that I realized I didn't need that mountain of stuff. I had asked my parents to come with me and see my school and where I was going to spend the next few years away from home. But everyone in my family had something they needed to be doing, and college was mine. However, it was then while unloading that I noticed that the seemingly normal thing for first-year college students was indeed having your parents come with you. Parents were invading dorm rooms almost as much as students. They were helping unload vehicles, setting up furniture, doing all the heavy lifting, connecting the electronics, and taking them out to dinner before leaving their kids at college. And in that moment, I realized that my support system wasn't what I thought it was, or what I wanted it to be either. And as my college years continued, my relationship with my family didn't seem to get any better. My family was my support system. It seemed like every time we turned around, we were all letting each other down. They were disappointed in me for coming to Findlay, for choosing a faith they didn't understand. And I was upset with them for not respecting my decisions and seeing me as an adult instead of a child. In fact, the night before, May 24th, 2017, the day my world turned upside down, we were all on the phone together, arguing with each other. And I couldn't even tell you what we were arguing about because it didn't even matter. Because on May 24th, my dad had to be care flighted from our home to the University of Cincinnati Hospital. He had had a stroke. Even then, I was already devastated, but what I didn't know was that he would proceed to have another and pass away. And the night before this domino effect started, we were arguing, and I can't even remember what I even said to him, or if those words were, "I love you." Now I realize not everyone's parents and family dynamics are the same, and not every relationship is the same either. However, we all rely on a support system, and I realized that mine was more broken and shattered than I thought. And I also thought that it was going to be forever beyond repair. I didn't find my faith and actively claim it and walk alongside God until I was a junior in high school, and coming to college with a toddler-like faith was rough, but it definitely kept me strong throughout this journey. Because I think all graduates and students alike can agree that college has plenty of challenges to go around. Then we stack up jobs and clubs, families, social life roommates, and so much more that it can be overwhelming. This is why we all need a sound structure of a support system, regardless of what walk of life we come from. And that support system changes as people come and go from each other's lives and circumstances change and evolve. That's what mine did during my years of college. It changed. It went from my family being the center of everything I do to having God at the cornerstone of my support structure. When I didn't have a worldly father to turn to for advice and someone to talk to, I had a heavenly Father ready and waiting. I formed friendships in college that I couldn't have imagined doing without at all. We would spend days playing board games, once a week, those type of friends. Sledding adventures at midnight that ended poorly, but it's fine. Friends that cared so much to make late-night ER trips. Friends that helped you navigate life and to build me up in my faith. Coworkers that helped me find joy throughout the workday, even during the frustration of fast food. Church members who were always happy to see me on Sundays, and even better at holding me accountable and asking the uncomfortable questions that we all try our hardest to shy away from. And I had the most amazing advisor and professors that I don't think I could have made it through college without. All these relationships gave me strength and courage to keep pushing through the obstacles that God put in front of me. As Joshua 1:9 says, be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And through the time spent training myself to pray often and without ceasing, I learned to pray, but also to listen and wait for what God wanted for my life and where he was going to lead me. He gave me these amazing people and relationships here in Findlay, but he also brought peace, resolution, and redemption to my relationship with my family members. I'm at peace knowing that I love my dad and continuing loving him and wondering what he would say when I make decisions. My mother and I have gone our separate ways, but I'm rebuilding a relationship with my brother that is better and healthier than ever before, because now I'm living with him, his wife, and my beautiful baby niece, who I'm absolutely in love with and am helping to care for. I'm forming a relationship with distant family members that I was never allowed to know, and now I'm getting to know them just as they are with me. If God has taught me anything during my years in college, it is this. We are human, and we always will be. And it is inevitable that we will fail each other. We will sometimes say things that we don't mean to the people we love. We will hurt one another, but also hurt for each other. We will disappoint and let each other down. We will support each other in the most perfect ways. But during those times when we're human, just give grace and show love. That's the best thing we can do to support each other. Support the people that you love, the peers in the group project that are driving you nuts, and the stranger that you walk past on the street or on campus. And to my fellow graduates, you are brave, you are strong, you have great purpose, and you are loved. And to God, I give thanks for the people that he's put in my life, the support system that he's blessed me with, and all of you here today that are able to listen to these testimonies. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you.